Hello, hello, August favourites. I have completely lost the ability to communicate with other adults, so excuse me if this video is slightly stilted, but I've spent 6 weeks pretty much exclusively with 2 small children and have completely lost my marbles. So I'm easing myself back into work, wearing quite possibly the loudest print on my clothing that I've ever worn. This is actually one of my favourites today, but you're going to have to keep watching to find out what it is and where it's from. I'm actually wearing my jeans underneath it because it's so bloody cold. I feel like it's autumn already, isn't it? I know it's not until tomorrow. When does autumn start? I don't even know when autumn starts. But it's just been the most rubbish summer. Apart from how many days we got? We got 4 days of a heat wave that was so surprising and unprepared for that everybody just melted and moaned about it, and the rest of the time has just been shocking. So I, for one, am actually, and I never say this, I am ready for autumn to start, not least because it means that the schools go back and I'm going to get more than 8 minutes to myself. Hey! So anyway, after that long and rambling intro, hope you're well, and it's favourites time. I have 2 fashion things to show you. I don't know why I'm pointing like that. 2 beauty things and 1 overall healthcare thing, which I don't normally talk about. I'm going to start with it actually, and it's an interesting one. I'm going to put ad on this, but in a quite strange twist. I'm not being paid in any way to talk about this product. In actual fact, I have put money into it. I've invested. I love this thing so much that I have invested and I'm a stakeholder. This is Reiss, and it's Braincare. This is a supplement that has been specifically formulated for brain health. So the actual physical organ, the brain itself. Now, we've become a lot more open about talking about mental health issues, and people talk a lot about things like sleep issues and anxiety and inability to concentrate, and we're very, very open about that. But I feel like one thing that we don't talk about is the brain as an actual functioning organ and how that organ affects lots and lots of different things, like quality of sleep, like concentration. We don't really talk about brain health, and it was something that really resonated with me. And so that was the first thing that sort of drew me into looking more into Reiss. And the second thing was just the quality of the vitamins and the nutrients themselves. And the whole thing about Reiss is they're not just about the supplement, you know, it's about everything to do with the brain. So it's about mindfulness, it's about switching off digitally, it's about staying hydrated, it's about movement. You know, they look at all the different pillars of what keeps our brain healthy, but this ticks off the nutrient side of things. And I have to say that after a couple of months, you know, I'm really noticing a difference in just general mood and quality of sleep, which affects mood. And I was sort of very brain foggy for a while at the beginning of the year, and I was starting to get quite worried about it. And I feel that that's really been alleviated. So look, I'm going to link to Reiss, and you can go through, see what's inside the bottle, see what all the different vitamins and nutrients do, see what they can do for you and what Braincare actually is, because I think it's so interesting, and I think it's something that people are going to talk about more and more, the actual physical brain as an organ, you know, and looking after that and making sure it's healthy. I have a 25% discount code, so make sure you check that out as well. It's Ruth25. I keep wanting to say it's a no-brainer, but it would be such a bad dad joke, unintentional bad dad joke. But I do feel quite passionate about this because your brain is so in control of everything else. You know, it affects your mood and it affects your energy levels. And I kind of think that I might not have got through the summer holidays in one piece had I not been feeling so tip-top. So yeah, more info in the link. Use Ruth25 if you want to get 25% off. And you'll be hearing more about Reiss in the near future. For now though, let's please move on to my very incredibly loud fabric that I'm wearing. It's probably quite Marmite, this print, but I felt that it was very autumnal. I went into Reiss, and I haven't shopped at Reiss for years. And I was really, really pleasantly surprised at the amount of beautifully cut dresses they had that were sort of sexy, but not too in your face. Now, I am wearing this with jeans underneath because it's so cold. So I'm not going to, I'll stand up a little bit. But I've got some better pictures of this dress to drop in because I did a bit of a photo shoot last week. I love the gathering on this one. I don't know whether you can pick it up on camera, but it's just really flattering. It's flattering over the boobs. It's got the gathering at the back as well. And it feels slightly gothic or something, if that makes sense. So I've got a couple of events coming up and it's going to be my sort of treat to self autumn staple dress. The other thing that I bought, haven't been on a total spending spree. I just wanted some new autumn winter boots that I could just stomp around in, and they're called the stompers. Stomp around in and they're comfy and not worry about bashing them up. And I just really needed some more flat boots. So I bought these from Russell and Bromley. They're so, so beautifully made. I'm so pleased with them. And they look really good with maxi dresses. So I've done a whole shoot on this and it's going to be on the blog. But if you have quite fancy looking dresses and you want to get more wear out of them, stick a jumper or a chunky cardi over the top and some stompy boots, and instantly you've transformed it into something that can be worn all the time. Stick tights on underneath, layer things up, you know, to keep yourself warm, big long coat over the top or a little leather jacket, and you're done. And suddenly that dress that you thought, I'm only going to wear it sort of 2 or 3 times a year, becomes something you can wear every single day. Bit of pattern, it looks like a maxi skirt. I am just well into it. I was initially quite dismayed at the fact I was going to have to do all those laces up, but ta-da! Zips, cheaty zips, which pleased me even more. So those are my 2 fashion things. That's all going on up there. Bathroom's nearly ready. I'm going to have an actual bath tonight for the first time in months. I have been washing, been having showers, but normally I like a nightly bath. I know some people think that's mad, but it's my relaxation half an hour, and it's the only time apart from when I'm watching I do an hour of TV. I should do a nightly routine, shouldn't I? I do an hour of TV and then have my Magnum, not every single night, but most nights. And then I go upstairs, have a bath with my oils in, go to bed and read. It's amazing. And I've really, really missed having my little routine. So I'm very excited for tonight. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to give it a hoover, I'm going to clean it, I'm going to clean all the glass. And then try not to mess it up so that I can shoot some bathroom renovation reveals for you. 2 things, neat segue into what I want to do next. 2 beauty things that will be in prime position in my bathroom, priority position. The first one, I'm sure I've put this into a favourites video before, but I want to go to a different level with this as a favourite. This is the Jo Loves Pink Vetiver perfume, what's it called? Perfume paintbrush gel? I don't know, I haven't got my glasses on. Fragrance paintbrush. And Jo Loves, they do this for quite a few of their fragrances, and you basically click the end and a gel comes out the bottom and you paint the perfume onto wherever you want it to go. I've definitely done this in favourites because I remember what I said now. It's really good for if you're on a train or a plane or whatever, somewhere where you don't want to spritz your fragrance but you still want to apply it because it doesn't go everywhere. It's just really targeted is the word I wanted to use. Now, I don't know how well this works out, you know, price per use or compared to actually having a bottle of perfume. But it is really, really good if you travel a lot and you can buy refills for it. It's really, really nifty. Last thing I want to show you is the triple hyaluronic acid miracle cream from Beauty Pie. Beauty Pie just keep knocking it out of the park with their skincare. I think I talked about their hot oil cleanser maybe last month, or it could have been in a What's New Pussycat video on Instagram, on IGTV, because it's also quite a new launch. So I'll find the link and I'll put it there. But that's an amazing cleanser. It's so beautiful. And when you're a member of Beauty Pie, the products are loads cheaper than they would be if you were just buying them as a consumer, you know, going on wherever, Feel Unique or what have you. You know what I'll do? I'll link to the post that describes how the whole system works, because you just have to get your head around it. However, this cream, getting back to it, the triple hyaluronic. Now, I've talked before about the Supreme cream, I think it's called M3, that they do, that is basically, it looks very similar to this. It's in a very similar pot. It's got a very similar look and initial feel. But that one is incredibly rich, non-greasy again, but it's very rich and bouncy, and you almost feel that your skin, it's like your skin has been turned into a waterbed, okay? But it could be too much for some people. I mean, it feels so bouncy. It's like you've had it injected underneath your skin, basically. That's the Supreme cream. I will link to it below. If you use my code Ruth sent me, you get, I think it's an extra £50 spending allowance when you sign up. I'll double check that. It'll all be below. I just have to talk and think, and then I'll do my research after. So anyway, triple hyaluronic. If that cream sounds like it's slightly too much for you and you want something much more lightweight, this is so hydrating, ridiculously hydrating. Doesn't leave any greasy residue, neither does the Supreme cream, but this one is much sort of, I'll say user-friendly, but I don't mean that. If you had slightly more combination to greasy skin, but your skin was very dehydrated, this is what you would go for. It's just so light and airy, but it really feels like it's plumped your skin out, and it feels like it's done something. It has lasting effects. It's just beautiful. But if you want more to feel like you've been glossed like an iced bun, then the Supreme cream would be your best friend. Okay, so I will put more details of the Beauty Pie bits and pieces below. I'll link to the dress and the boots, and I'll pop my pictures in of the things that we shot. But I'm also going to be doing a blog post, a fashion blog post, because I haven't done one in ages, so keep a lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe to my website, because then it just gives you the posts as and when they pop up. You don't have to keep checking back. And I will see you in the next video.